Hello and welcome to God Talk. I hope you'll comment on these thoughts and let us know what you think. As a radical Christian, I approach the problem of evil from two directions. First, the questions being asked, and secondly, God. First, the questions. People ask, why are there earthquakes? Why is there cancer? Why are there evil people? Now, with these sorts of questions, we know how to go about finding an answer, even if we don't find one. We look for the physical causes of earthquakes and hopefully gain sufficient knowledge that we can predict when the next one will happen, and so give people a warning. We look for the medical causes of cancer and hope to find medicines to help towards a cure and ways to reduce the risk of getting it. We try to understand what led to the evil acts being committed in the hope of changing behavior. So there's no real problem with these questions, except for one remaining question. Why is life such that earthquakes, cancer, and evil deeds can happen? Why isn't life such that these things don't exist? We can imagine a world without earthquakes. We can imagine a world where everyone lives in perfect harmony. But even though we can imagine such a world, what tweaks would have to be made to the laws of nature such that these things couldn't happen? And what consequences would result from changing those laws? Although we can imagine such a world, is it a possible world? Here, I think our knowledge fails. Life is as it is. Yes, we can make changes to improve things here and there and maybe eradicate some diseases. But a world where they never existed in the first place, I'm not sure how that world could have come to exist, or how it could continue to exist, or what its laws would be. But secondly, God. People will say, yes, but God can do anything, can't he? From a radical perspective, this question doesn't work. God isn't a being, said Aquinas, but being. Or as we might say, God isn't alive like other things that are alive. God is life. I posted a video on this. Do follow the link. The logic of God doesn't allow us to talk of a good God, a loving God. Rather, God is goodness, God is love. Again, we would want to say God is that in which we live and move and have our being. There's a link to a video on this saying by Augustine. God is therefore seen not in God doing things prior to creation, rather in our doing things in life. So where love is happening, even in terrible circumstances, there is God. Where hope is being created, where there's human dignity, where there is courage and endurance, there is God. The response to this is often, well, how does this differ from atheism? Practically, perhaps not a lot, but then why should it? We practice our faith because we find it helps us to be more loving, courageous, and joyful in life, in that in which we live and move and have our being. Others may find different practices help them. But secondly, the God atheists reject is not the God we believe in. Well, do let us know what you think and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.